Hello friends, my name is Ramasu. Today we shall discuss about a topic that can a person be product owner for multiple teams or not? Is it possible or not? Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in Scrum and Agile and you want to learn more about project management. So let's start, friend. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well so that my new videos can reach to you. Also, you can follow me on the Facebook page as well. So friend, when the Scrum framework is implemented by the book, actually should I say by the Scrum guide, one product owner owns one product and works full time in one Scrum team. If 3 decades of organizations adopting agile methodologies since they became popular in the early 2000s have shown us anything, it is that there is the Agile Manifesto and the Scrum guide, the theory, and then there is the complicated reality where things are not quite the same. In your professional experience as a product owner, you may sooner or later find yourself in a situation where you are asked to work on 2 products and in the 2 Scrum teams simultaneously. So, would you accept it or not? Consider why you are being asked to become the product owner of a second product. Is this something typical for your organization or is it a first time? Is the ask to take over temporarily to fill a talent and accountability gap until HR hires someone else for the job, or is it permanent? Is the second product in the same or in a similar domain that reduces your learning curve, or is it in an area that's entirely new for you? Is the ask in line with how you see your career evolving and how you would like to be spending 8 hours a day at work? The answer is highly personal and highly situational, and only you can come to it. Still, feel free to use the above questions as a guide to help you make a more informed decisions. Make sure the Scrum events don't overlap. Make sure that the sprint planning, daily stand up, sprint review, and sprint retrospective events don't overlap. You don't want to be in a position where you have to choose between attending the Scrum events of Team A or Team B, both of which you are accountable to as a product owner. Whether or not the 2 teams' sprint cadences should overlap is something you need to discuss, assess, and decide with the Scrum Masters and the developers on the 2 Scrum teams. Identify any dependencies between the teams. Are the 2 Scrum teams building 2 different, completely separate products? Or are these 2 products somehow integrated or part of the same product ecosystem? If the 2 products are integrated in one way or another, are there any hard dependencies between the 2 teams? For example, does team A depend on team B releasing a new version or vice versa to complete its work? If the answer is yes, you as the product owner in both teams will eventually end up in a situation where team A needs something from team B and you have to negotiate with yourself about changes to the latter sprint backlog. Identifying these hard dependencies in product delivery will also prompt you and everyone else involved to decide whether team A and team B can work in parallel or whether it's better if their sprints overlap. Gauge the level of commitment required from you for both. Does one of the Scrum teams, its stakeholders and or its customers require a higher level of commitment from you than the other? What are the expectations, commitments and hard deadlines do you need to know when working with each? If you are concerned that you wouldn't have enough time to talk to the customers and write user stories for both of the products, you might want to consider onboarding a business analyst for one both one person part time or each of the teams 2 people full time. Conduct an expectations and commitments audit and carefully consider if you will need help managing stakeholders, partner with the Scrum Master, or refining the backlog, partner with the business analyst. Consider differences in product and team maturity. Which of the two Scrum teams is further along in the Tuckman forming, storming, norming, and performing model in terms of maturity, such that it is likely to be more independent of you as product owner and require less involvement? Are there significant differences in adopting the agile mindset, Scrum framework, and approach to managing the product backlog and release cycle of the product? As you get to the answer, it will become clearer and clearer to you which team is likely to need more of your time and decisions. Look for burning fires and mismanaged expectations. In the short term, is one of the teams in the house is about to burn down situation that requires you to put on your firefighting last minute problem solving hat. In the mid to long term, how are the expectations managed and the commitments made for each of the products, and how are their adoption and usage measured? Think through your strategy, as you will have to double the effectiveness and the efficiency of managing expectations. For example, if the sprint goals of product A are connected to objectives and key results, and its adoption and usage are measured using specified key performance indicators (KPI), there might be a case to be made for introducing a similar approach for product B. So, friend, thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with the friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for watching the video. Thank you.